money, all that green is the I'm a player on the late night tip. So they see the prototype. Fingertips, reservoir dog, check the skull, ignorant. Can I live? Still film it, kiss to death, rep protect your neck. Three boys in the Cadillac, grave digger, kiss to death, rep protect your neck. Shame on the three boys in the Cadillac, grave digger. Money over on my install. Here lies young, getting paid for. Never take a loss on my install. Only take a when I'm dead. I been gang 3 times on my install. Been from the cradle to the grave. Now your favorite rapper name on the install. Too late, you already dead. Right now I'm on the edge, so don't push me. Troublesome 9 to 6. You wish you.
We find ourselves at the home of the world's first retractable natural grass field as you get a look inside State Farm Stadium in Glendale. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Jets and the Arizona Cardinals. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They'll run with Thompson. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They run it here with Thompson. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. Here's Tannehill. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. On 4th down on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Here's Stafford now on 2nd down. Well, going deep here for Taylor. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion, and to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
3rd and long. It's Stafford. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? It creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Fielded at the 20. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. New York set to take the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll run it now out of the gun. The linebacker Ryan Shazier there to make the tackle.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the 1st down marker was and getting there.
Big Leonard Williams there on the stop. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
They'll try the air now with Tannehill. Flush to his right. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there. And in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish.
Hey, 20.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The Cardinal offense here ready to take over. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll start on the ground with Breida. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one up to the 26. J.J. Watt, the one that gets him down.
J.J. Watt makes another tackle there, and it's for a minimal gain. And let's face it, if that's all you're going to get running the ball, you're not going to have much success against him and his team.
Or, yeah, you better find a way to go around J.J. Watt, which isn't easy to do.
It's really not, because you got to try everything. Can you go around him? Can you go by him? Can you influence him to get him out of position so maybe you can wall him off? He's a really sharp, intelligent player as well as a physical specimen.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
Hey, we're ready. Hey, give me a radar. Hey, go here. Slant.
And that'll set them back 5. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Hey, 20.
On 2nd down, here's Tannehill. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A Jet 1st down, 18 big yards that time. They'll run it now out of the gun. Room to run past midfield. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a 1st down.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
With Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Jets. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now whistles come in before the snap. Looked like one of the Jets may have moved. Now that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15.
Hey, 20. Hey, 20.
From the gun, here's Tannehill. Now he's forced out left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Gerald McCoy able to swamp him from that defensive tackle spot for a loss of 5. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Out of the gun, Tannehill. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Well, you were backed up into a 2nd and long, but instead of trying to get the yardage back in chunks, he's trying to get it all back at once. And this defense was just lying in wait, and they're there to pick this one off.
A handoff to Breida to begin the drive. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
This is Breida. And some room to work. Powering his way forward. And nothing but daylight ahead. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Cardinals are able to show off their quick strike ability. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
Now the Jets offense gets ready to head back on the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Almost unstoppable on the ground there as that one is good for 39.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. They didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
Well, they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. They go play action here on first down. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Sammy Watkins, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jets can take the lead now with the extra point. And it's no good. He missed it. And the game remains tied. Oh, boy. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. They run with Breida. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Big 20, big 20.
Right back to him on first down. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. Well, earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to defend him. I think you used the term bottle him up at different levels. They've struggled to do that.
They certainly have, because when you see them approach, in order to bottle them up at different levels, that front line's got to take care of business. Otherwise, he starts to sift through.
They'll try the air now with Stafford. And Stills over the middle. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down.
2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. More from the desert after this. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Oh, going deep here. Oh, wide open. Complete. Touchdown, Cardinals. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals are in for 6. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it, and I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has been, but it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake they make is that they play everything from behind the receiver. I think they've got to start getting people in front as well to try and knock the ball away.
So out now come the Jets. On the ground, it's Thompson. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. To throw on second down is Tannehill. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got it. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Sammy Watkins, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So out now come the Cardinals. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
11.
On second down, here's Stafford. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the play.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
It's complete. Stills. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Over the middle, that's caught by Taylor. Touchdown, Cardinals! As his guys are in for 6, and the Cardinals have broken the tie.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Elliott now to kick this one away. The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10.
Hey, 20.
Now a first down throw, Tannehill. Pass incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. On 2nd and 10, Tannehill. And McDonald here over the middle. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. From the 50, it's Tannehill. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
Hey, 20. Deep.
Now whistles come in before the snap. Looked like one of the Jets may have moved. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Going deep here for Watkins. Oh, he almost had it. Already with one interception, just missing his second there. The Jets on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. The final shot here before the break. Tannehill forced out to his left. And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it. And this is recovered by the Cardinals. Well, I know we hold off on the halftime update after all. Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
To throw on second down is Stafford. And that's complete to the right side. It's Allen. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Stafford. Going deep here for Taylor. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. He was trying to get it to Taywan Taylor. That'll bring up 2nd down.
I know the initial focus was on how far that pass was downfield, but how about the coverage on the play? Able to stay with him, get his hands where the receiver's hands were going to try and catch the ball, tips it up in the air, and knocks it away.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Hey, 22! Go here!
Here's Breida. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, here's Stafford. Open man, it's Allen. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a 1st down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
10.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? And the movement there coming from the middle of the line.
And you understand he wants to get off the ball quickly, but the ball's right in front of him. He has to watch it move first.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. To throw is Stafford. Going up top. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Play action. Stafford. Steps away to his left. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's J.J. Watt, and they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Still's the intended target. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
Now Thompson. A good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke. Now as we look down, it appears we've got a Jet shaken up on the play. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside.
Let's go.
They'll run it here. This is Buck Allen. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. They keep it on the ground. Allen again. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Now a toss play. Allen. Oh, good move. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. The stop was made by Jannard Avery.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground.
50-50.
Here's Allen. Fights him off. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
He's going to look deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Sammy Watkins with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Andre Howe. And it's a huge return as he brings this all the way back down to the 15-yard line. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
After the interception, here's Tannehill. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
20. Deep. Let's go, get set. Play. Go.
Now it's Tannehill. It's caught. Humphreys. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Deep. Tag. Go.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Make that now 4 touchdown passes for Ryan Tannehill. And the Jets capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point good by Catanzaro. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
I would dare say that these guys would have liked to have given their defense a little bit more rest since they gave up a touchdown their last time out. But alas, my man, that's not going to happen.
Yep, they're going to have to grab those helmets, get right back out there. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They are going to go for it. It's Stanford. And it is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field. They've got to be saying, boy, thanks for this field position.
Yeah, remember their last drive in which they scored a touchdown. That one also began in excellent field position. So let's see if they can capitalize a second time.
On 1st and 10, Tannehill. He's going to look for Allen now, and he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. After the interception, here's Stanford. It's complete to Drake. And down he'll go at the 25. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Here's Stafford now on 2nd down. And to the right side here, it's Allen. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards through the air and a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That from So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now a first down throw, Stafford. And that's caught inside the 30. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. And that one results in 35 yards. On first down, it's Stafford. It's caught. Stills, right side. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down.
Always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as...
And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. To throw on 2nd down is Tannehill. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
A run, it's Clement. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. And they'll go on the ground. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Here's Tannehill. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times. Tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it a 2nd down. Out of the gun, Stafford. And this is incomplete. He was trying to get that one to Kenny Stills. And now it's 3rd down. We saw a lot of that a week ago defensively from him. AFC Defensive Player of the Week. Just always seems to be around the football.
I like your observation there. Understands the game, understands positioning, can put himself in the right spot, and then make a play on the football.
From the gun on 3rd down, Stafford. Dancing to his left. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked by Kevon Seymour. And it's a touchdown for the Jets. Oh, that's about as tough as they come. You're driving to try to put the ball in the end zone and tie the game, and that happens.
It's exciting for...
Oh, this is blocked. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. This is going to put them back with a not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
On the ball, on the ball. Jumbo, jumbo. Go here. Let's get off the field.
Stafford on first down. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Myles Garrett, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Attack 53.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
21.
3rd and long. It's Stafford. He's going to let it fly. And got his man complete. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38. It's a big play on 3rd down for the Cardinals. 53 yards. On first down, Stafford here. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. A gain of 32 that time. First down now, but that clock rolling.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. That little arc on it, he's got to find a way to get his head around to make the play on the football.
And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. He'll get it up the middle. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Well, sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half. You're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
Man, not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Desperation time for Stafford on 4th down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Robert Alford. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. He was looking that time for Stills. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique, and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance. He's helping his team in a huge way.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. Now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining.
Get set. Go, go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. It's a pickup of 13, and with that 13 yards, this ball game just about over.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D. Ready, hunt. Go to the hunt.
Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal, that's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for the Jets, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they'll return home next week to take on the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for Arizona, they dropped just their second game so far as they fall to 5.